Rick is graduating from college.
Guys, my grandmother.
He's finally going to get a real job.
Can I take a few days to think about it?
Selling boxes.
Cardboard boxes. You'd consider selling something the grocery stores just get rid of.
He's going to sell boxes.
Are you whacked out or something? I thought you were going to get a real job.
This is a real job.
Because he figures.
How hard could it be?
How hard can it be?
You better get to stepping.
This is Rick's territory. These are Rick's trainers.
I know many of the presidents and vice presidents of these companies.
You know, good food is good for your bowels, and you must never neglect your bowels. Good food through a clean system. That's what I say.
This is Rick's boss.
Shut up. Please don't interrupt me. I hate it when people do that to me. You don't know anything.
Okay, his boss is a little crazy.
Get off the car, goddammit! You're gonna make me late for work! Get off the goddamn car!
His customers are a little eccentric.
I love naked women.
Over-demanding.
Yeah, I thought you was a brother.
And mean.
You figure something out, and fast.
To make matters worse, the girl of his dreams
I couldn't help but notice your visually oriented nature.
decides she isn't.
I think we should just cool it.
Why?
Could his situation get any worse?
Hey, it's a nice tie. You lose a bet?
I guess you don't want to buy any boxes from me.
Oh yeah, you bet it can.
No.
Oh, gosh, I tell you, I love this job.
Someone recently asked me about my apparent good fortune in life. He said, "You managed to achieve happiness and success in your life. What else is there?" Well, he was right. I do have it all. I answered, happiness and success are destinations that you're aware of only after you've arrived. His next question was, well, how did you get there? I reflected back in time to determine where to start my story. I think this is probably as good a place as any.
Ricky!
Grandma! Guys, my grandmother. Hold on. Graham, you made it. I'm so glad. You really worried me when you said you weren't feeling well. But you look great. Is everything okay?
Don't worry about me. I'm doing just fine. Oh, just look at this magnificent hall. It's so beautiful. Like you, I'm so proud of you. Being the first in our family to graduate.
I'm just sorry it took 10 years, Graham. I had a lot of things to work out.
Well, those trouble times are over. The only thing is, I wish your parents could have been here today.
But they're not and you are. Come on, we have a lot of celebrating to do. I want you to meet my friends. Graham, these are my friends, Mike and Rod. Guys, this is my grandmother.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, I'm happy to meet you too. You seem to have a pretty good appetite.
Pre-graduation alcohol purchases depleted our grocery funds.
Where's this wonderful girl you've been seeing? Kathleen, isn't it?
Yeah, Kathy, we got in a fight, a disagreement last night, and she decided not to come today.
Oh?
Well, she was really mad. She has an uncontrollable temper, Graham. You don't know.
Whatever did you do to make her so angry?
To tell you the truth, I don't even know. I think it was an escalation of a meaningless fight we had a couple of days ago. That's okay, I'm used to it. I mean, I've never had much luck with women, and Believe it or not, Kathy's an improvement from the last girl I dated, so at least I'm making progress.
It's gonna explode on
Well, gentlemen, we made it.
Yeah, pinch.
My pinch comes tomorrow. My old man puts his boot in my ass. I can hear it now. What are you gonna do? You're sending out your resumes? How are you gonna pay for your college loans? Do you have any idea of what field you're gonna enter? Oh shit! You don't know how lucky you are not to have to deal with all that crap. Shit! I'm sorry.
That's all right.
That was really insensitive.
Don't worry
I'm
That's fine.
what the hell was I saying before I stepped on my dick?
Your old man's boot, your ass, and your job prospects.
Well, truth of the matter is, I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Hey, get away from that keg.
Very funny. And I suppose you know what you're gonna do.
No, actually I don't, but you can bet your ass it's going to be making a lot of money. I mean, my first priority is to get my grandmother out of that retirement home before she dies of depression.
Yeah. Why is she there again?
She lost her house when my grandfather died. They didn't have any medical coverage, medical insurance, so his illness pretty much wiped her out, you know. And she misses her old place. She's miserable. I mean, she wouldn't admit it, but I know, you know. First and foremost is to get my grandmother's life back. You know, her independence, her dignity. It's the least I can do for her. You know, I owe her for everything that she's done for me. I need to find a job that's going to get me big money, big and fast.
Big and fast, huh?
Yeah.
What the hell are you gonna go into? Investment banking? I mean, this is the 80s. Come on.
Actually, I've given a lot of serious thought into sales.
Sales?
Yeah, sales.
Sales? You want to be a piece of shit used car salesman? Oh, say it ain't so.
Fuck you, it ain't so. No, used car salesman, come on. No, I was actually thinking of something a little more dignified, like industrial or technical or pharmaceutical sales.
Yeah, Porsches instead of Gremlins.
Yeah. Actually, you know, I might be closer to a job than you think.
Really?
Yeah, Tuesday I have an interview, meeting with a headhunter downtown. You know, just to go over my job prospects, my options.
Sales.
You know, some salesmen make a pretty good living.
Listen, I'm gonna be downtown Tuesday night. Let's meet at Davenport's at 6 o'clock. All right? I just dying to see what you're gonna come up with. Three interviews.
3 interviews.
Maybe now you can buy yourself a new suit. Fuck you. This guy's smart. Maybe I can land myself a job before my dad starts ragging on me.
All right.
What kind of companies are they anyway?
Well, 2 of them are industrial suppliers, and 1 is corrugated box company.
Corrugated box company.
Yeah. You know, cardboard boxes.
Cardboard boxes. You'd consider selling something the grocery stores just give away?
Sure. But think about it. Every manufacturer that makes a product has to put it in a box, right? I mean, everyone uses them, so how hard could it be? Hi, I'm here to see Mr. Edward Cox.
That's Edward Cox II. Your name?
Rick Williams. He's expecting you.
Mr. Cox, Mr. Williams is here to see you. He'll be right with you.
So, Rick, that's what I have to offer. I feel it's a very competitive compensation and benefit plan. And remember, the harder you work, the more you can earn. There's no limit to the income you can earn.
Well, thank you for the offer, Mr. Cox. Could I take a few days to think about it?
Of course. I can tell a go-getter when I see one.
Kathy. Hi, it's me. Hey, you'll never guess, I got the job. Yeah, it was the box company. I don't know, industrial supplies just doesn't sound exciting enough to me.
Oh, and cardboard boxes are glamorous? Are you whacked out or something? I thought you were going to get a real job.
This is a real job. The income potential is great. Hey, everybody uses them.
Well, I'm very happy for you.
Listen, I'm meeting Rod at Davenport's at 6. Why don't you meet me there and we'll have dinner and celebrate?
I'll pass. You know I don't like Rod.
I know, but for that matter, you don't like any of my friends.
Well, it says a lot about your taste in people.
Okay, fine. Look, if you change your mind, you know where I'll be. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
New tie, I see.
So how'd it go today?
I got the job.
You got the job?
Yeah.
I thought it was just an interview.
It was, but the general manager, he must have liked me or something. He interviewed me for like 3 hours, and by the end he offered me the job. I think he really saw something in me.
Yeah, the fact that he can get you cheap.
Nah, I think he saw something in me. I certainly don't know what it is, because I don't know if I can sell. I mean, you know me, I've never been one on self-confidence to begin with, and with this job, you need it in spades. But I asked him for a few days. I haven't accepted the job yet, so I can still back out.
Was it a good job?
Yeah, it's a really good job. I mean, company car, expense account, unlimited income potential.
I will kick your ass if you do not accept this job. Are you fucking nuts? Jesus, I'm surprised you didn't blow him.
Well, he wasn't my type. No, but really, I'm really afraid, you know? I mean, I don't know. I've never been good in pressure situations where I'm expected to come through, you know?
You'll be alright. I mean, you just have to have a serious talk with your negative inner self. Speaking of negative, have you had a talk with Kathy?
Yeah, you called it negative. Shit. Every time I need emotional support, she bails on me.
So why don't you bail on her? I mean, you know, who needs that aggravation? What the hell do you get out of that relationship besides occasional sex?
That's about it. And it's becoming less occasional.
Why don't you just go meet somebody else?
Oh yeah, it's so easy. Yeah, I got them lining up at the bedroom door. I had to borrow one of those ticket takers from the, from the deli. Take a number.
Go again.
What do you forget about our past conversations about how tough it is for me to meet women? Oh. I'd rather stay where I am right now.
Well, suit yourself up for it.
Hey, I've wanted to see the new Scorsese film for like 3 weeks now, and Kathy won't go. You want to go?
I don't know, man. I'm really tired. I mean, I'm gonna fall asleep in the theater.
Come on. You know once you get in the theater, you won't fall asleep. It's Scorsese.
All right, but only because I feel sorry for you. I still say ditch the bitch.
I'll tell you what. I'll let Mo talk to himself, talk to you himself. Hey, Mo, come here. Say a few words. Yes, hello. Hello. I'm Mo. Yes, I'm Mo. Mo Green. Yes, I've been peacemaking for the past 2 years. I'll tell you, it's a jungle out there. You know, but I did it in New York, and I know I can do it here. Now, what the hell do you know about us and our problems? All you know about is selling protection to a bunch of kiddies, selling rum bread, huh? You don't know what the hell you're gonna do around here. Bullshit! Don't you start with me. I'm also protecting pizzerias, so that shows how much you know, asshole. Now shut up and let me finish. Someone's gonna protect the vulnerable ones around here. It's not just pizzas and bagels. It's about mozzarella and cream cheese.
Rod!
Must be Loverboy's nickname.
I'll never forgive your ass for pulling that shit in the theater. Did you see those people looking at us? They thought we were together.
We were together.
No, I mean together. Like I don't have enough to worry about. I have to worry about that.
Regardless, I still think you should take that job. That is such a nice setup.
Well, of course I'm gonna take it. I don't know if I can do it, but I can't let a chance like that go by. Besides, I have to help my grandmother.
All right, good. That's what I want to hear.
I still can't fucking believe you did that.
Oh, man.
I mean, what if those people see us again?
Will you lighten up? God. You're too damn sensitive.
Fuck you.
Hey.
You keep talking to me like that, we are not going to go out again, mister.
Hey, this is Rick Williams. Rick is joining our staff as a sales rep. And I'd like him to spend a week with you, just to learn the ropes. Then we'll be spending a couple of weeks with a few of our salesmen to see how they do it. And then we're going to unleash them on the world.
Great.
Oh, Steve, do you mind taking him out to the plant and giving him a tour? I'm short on time.
Sure, Edward, no problem.
Does he only go by Edward?
Only Edward. Not Ed. Only by Edward. He's very anal about that.
Thanks for cluing me in.
Sure. There's a couple other things you should be forewarned on.
Like what?
Are you related to him?
No.
Did you know him prior to being hired here?
I just met him on the interview.
Good. Well, he's dumb like a stick.
He is?
Yes. He came from us from General Motors. It was a crash test dummy. That was an excuse he made up just now about not having the time to show you around. Actually, he doesn't know what goes on behind those walls.
How did he get the job that he has?
Easy. Lucky's Sperm Club. His father was a big wheeler in this company many years ago. But he doesn't, interestingly enough, he doesn't acknowledge that fact. He was born on third base and thinks he hit a triple.
That is great. Anything else I should know?
Frankly, I don't know where to start. Everybody here hates him. He manages through intimidation. If he's not threatening you, he's screwing you. Last year, a few of us got together and had these made up.
So this was my introduction to the business world. Here I am, fresh out of school, insecure as hell, and I find myself working for an airhead with a mean streak. I think this is a dangerous combination. Maybe this box selling idea wasn't so great after all.
Have you met any of the other salesmen yet?
No, not yet. I'm supposed to spend about a week with each one just to see how they work.
That's what I'd like to know.
Huh?
I'd like to know what makes them work.
Rick, please come in. I'd like you to meet Lester Butts.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm looking forward to working with you.
Well, thank you. Have a seat. Lester is our most senior sales rep. A real pro.
But he made this as I've been
You'll
around.
never find a harder worker or more successful salesman.
After a while, you
We'll show you the
pick up
road to
some things,
success.
so,
This was a pretty exciting moment for me. Lester's build-up was so inspirational. Inspirational until I'd spent 2 days with him.
Well, look at that. 8:30. I can't go anywhere without a cup of tea.
Good morning, Lester. You have a sidekick with you today.
Hi, Emily. Yeah, this is my new partner, Rick. He's my protege. I'm breaking him in, you might say.
Good luck, Rick.
Thanks.
You got a great guy to work with. Lester? The regular?
You bet. And a duplicate for my partner.
Okay.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, sure is.
Hey, look at that. 10:30 already. You want to take a break for a little herbal tea?
Sure.
Great.
It's almost lunchtime, and Edward told me that we would be making 5 or 6 calls a day, just before lunch. We've only made 1.
Well, that's Edward. He's all business, but he doesn't know anything about nutrition. Now, you stick with me, kid. You'll grow old. Say, 11:40. What do you say we stop for lunch?
Here you are, guys.
Yes. I always eat at restaurants that have good health foods. You never can be too careful. And I always have wholesome, healthy food. You know, good food is good for your bowels, and you must never neglect your bowels. I always start off with some warm prunes, and then I have some fiber, and I finish off with a couple of cupfuls of herbal tea. Well, I want to tell you.
My 2 days with Lester were not what I would describe as inspirational.
You see, that purges your system, cleans it right on out.
Between telling me about his health concerns and stopping for his mandatory health food lunches, mid-morning and afternoon herbal tea breaks, I honestly don't know how he gets anything done.
So, with a cleaned out system like that, why, it would be a sin to eat anything but the very best healthful food. Good food through a clean system. That's what I say. You want to wanted me to eat all this high cholesterol stuff. Well, I said, you know, hey, it's my health. Look at that. 2:30. How about a little break for tea?
Sure.
Good.
Rick! I'd like you to meet Frank Casters. Frank is a real professional. He's been with us for years. A few good days with Frank will help you greatly. He has connections like no other.
The people we'll be visiting today are corporate buyers from some of the largest companies in America. I have very good relationships with the decision makers in these companies. In fact, I know many of the presidents and vice presidents of these companies. Good morning. We're here to see Jeff Lerner.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but he knows me.
Well, he's on a call right now. If you'll have a seat, I'll contact him as soon as his line is free.
Sure, we could do that. I'm going to speak to our principals today to see what kind of offer we can make. I don't see why you can't do all of your business with us. After all, we are the best.
Frank was all you could loathe in a salesman. He was pompous and arrogant. He spoke as though he was above you. How he became successful, I'll never know. I don't think his customers even like him. I still can't make any sense of all this. So far, I haven't seen anything admirable about Ace Box's sales force. That is, until I met Bob Wish.
Rick, this is Bob Wish.
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
Bob is our second most senior rep. You might learn something from Bob.
So how the hell did you ever choose this business? I mean, you graduate from college, the world is your oyster, and you find yourself selling boxes. Ace boxes, no less.
Well, the way I see it, everyone uses them, so I thought, how hard can it be to sell boxes? It must be easy sell.
Yeah, that's what you think. Did it ever occur to ask anyone how many competitors we have? Yeah, I'll save you from having to answer that one. Of course you didn't. Well, listen, your observation about everyone using them is correct. That much I'll give you credit for. But you flunked the rest of the test. Do you realize there are more people selling boxes in this market than you want to even think about? And, to boot, the business base is shrinking. So you have too many companies trying to share a shrinking pie. You're going to have your work cut out for you, buddy.
So how do guys like Lester Butts and Frank Casters manage?
Those two stiffs. Well, there's a story for each of them. Lester, as you know, is older than dirt. And he's been doing this all his life. So he's had the opportunity to build up an account base that allows him to drink herbal tea and to eat nuts and berries and wheat germ all day. His only concern is that he shits enough times every day. You've probably figured that out by now. And Frank, that's too weird for fiction. Before Frank started here, we had a super salesman who had all of Frank's accounts. Well, he retired, so Edward went out interviewing, and of all the people he could have hired, he picks that hollow piece of shit.
What do you think he saw in them?
Easy answer. Image. Edward is too stupid to see through Frank's facade. And Edward is a sucker for all that empty shit like silk hankies and monogrammed cufflinks. You know, Frank and Edward are like this piece of paper. And when you look at it, it looks substantial. But then upon closer observation, you can see that it's nothing. I mean, they're worthless. They're stupid. They've got no substance to them.
So what's your story?
Me? No story. I'm a survivor. I know what I have to do, and I do it. My best advice to you would be to build good relationships with your customers. Do favors for them as much as you can. That's what's going to make you a survivor.
You do stuff like that?
Oh, yeah. As a matter of fact, once I set a customer up with a hooker and a limo.
You did?
Yeah. It's not that big a deal. I got this customer. He was telling me that his wife doesn't screw for him anymore. And he was thinking about going to a hooker. Well, I got this pal in the limousine service. And he's got a friend who runs an escort business. Yeah. So I set them up. Guy's been eternally grateful to me ever since. Although the night didn't quite turn out so right.
Why? What happened?
Well, you see, Pete had a lot to drink that night.
Roxanne!
Oh, fuck! Look, get off! I'm gonna be sick! Pull over!
So, there's Pete outside the limo, puking his guts out while the hooker watches.
Oh, man. Could there be anything more embarrassing? What about your friend, the chauffeur? What did he think?
Think? He wasn't thinking anything. He was too busy pulling Pete's pants up.
Tell her not to leave.
Oh, look, let's get going. Hey, as a matter of fact, you're going to meet Pete right now.
Bob, hey, great to see you.
How are you?
You look great.
Good to see you.
Good, have a seat.
Hey, Pete, I'd like you to meet Rick Williams.
Rick,
How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Place in the sky is a real screw-up.
Oh, fuck you. Nah, Rick is just starting with the company. He's spending a few days with me just to see how I work.
Oh, good. Stick by this guy. He's a real straight shooter. Kind of reminds me of myself. Straight as they come. You can't let me forget that, can you? Only happened once. She was a nice girl.
So, you break your cherry tomorrow, huh?
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to scope out the territory?
Yeah, I've been making some lists of prospects from directories.
You know, it really is virgin territory. It's too far for me to drive to, and much too unglamorous for Frank's elitist tastes, and naturally it lacks the public toilet facilities that Lester requires. Hey, you know, with all this business talk, I never got to ask you, are you married?
No, I haven't had much luck in relationships that last.
That lucky, huh?
Yeah.
Me too.
You married?
I was. Then she left me.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
That's all right. It was several years ago, and I'm pretty well adjusted to it. It was tough, though.
Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you, my clients really helped me through this. They were there for me. They were really very good. I made some of the best friendships I've ever had during the lowest period of my life. My clients became my social circle, my confidants. Christ, they even became my family. Now they're all I got. Of course, it's a wonder why I love this job so much, huh?
Well, I hope I meet with the same success.
Ah, you will. Hey, tomorrow's the big day, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, solo. No parachute. Edward gave me a list of prospects I could call on. Bob and Steve were right. Edward really is clueless. It's apparent that it's been years since he's left the confines of that vacuum chamber he calls his office. I mean, I knew the business base in my territory was shrinking, but this is ridiculous. Now I know what Bob meant when he said I had my work cut out for me. Hi, is it possible to speak to the person who purchases your boxes?
Yeah, hold on a second.
Hi, Roger. Rick Williams, Ace Box Company. How you doing?
Good.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat.
Thanks.
So tell me about Ace Box Company.
Well, Ace Box Company has been in business for about 40 years now, and we have 12 plants throughout the country, and we're still growing. We have a wide variety of boxes, from basic brown boxes to elaborate display cartons. I couldn't tell if Roger was paying attention to me or not. First he looked dazed. Then I knew he wasn't paying attention to me. In fact, he was actually playing solitaire on the computer during my sales pitch. But the worst was yet to come. And it's in photo quality. If you've ever seen a pre-printed box, I mean, you wouldn't believe it. It jumps right out at you. I was in a department. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This asshole is picking his teeth with my card. He's desecrating my fucking business card. So if you want, I can leave you a catalog and you can take a look at it at your leisure. Then you can get back to me whenever you can. Hi, my name is Rick Williams. I'm with Ace Box Company. Is it possible to see the person that purchases your boxes?
Hold on, please. Ron, could you see Rick Williams from Ace Box? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, thanks. I'm sorry, but Ron is unavailable. He asked you to come back in 9 months.
9 months?
Yes, he says he'll be busy until then.
What is he, pregnant? Hey, what really goes on at these sales meetings?
Yeah, basically, Edward gets up and chooses new assholes.
Really?
Yeah, he doesn't know shit about psychology. I mean, his idea of motivation is threats. Expect the worst.
Great.
Does everyone in this room understand? Fine. The change will take place tomorrow morning. Now get out there and sell boxes.
I understand the part about not doing our share and possibly losing our job. But what the hell was that bit about levels? I don't understand.
Yeah, levels are how Ace Box screws salesmen. Their pricing system has a code that designates how much we get paid for everything we sell. Look, a C level pays better than an A level, and an F level pays better than a D. Right? Well, what that son of a bitch just told us is that they're changing the structure of the levels. So, what was once an F level is now a D. Now that means we're taking cut and pay. That is, unless you can sell more so you can earn the same as before. Before too long, you're going to learn to despise them.
Hi, I'm here to see Teddy.
Teddy? There isn't a Teddy here.
Teddy Cox.
Oh, Edward Cox II. Is he expecting you?
Yes, he is. He's my neighbor, and I asked him if I could have some cardboard sheets for my daughter to decorate for a school play. Hi, Teddy. Is this a good time to pick up those sheets?
Yeah, just fine. I'll have somebody bring them out shortly. In the business world, I'm known as Edward.
Yes, we do use boxes, but we're not interested at the present time.
Thanks.
Sorry, Mr. Amaril's not interested.
Thanks.
How's the rookie doing?
Not so hot.
What? This spoken by a man who told me, and quite recently, how hard can it be?
All right, okay. I was a little naive.
Ah, you'll be fine. It was just a temporary lull. It happens to all of us.
Thanks for trying to cheer me up.
Hey, I know it'll cheer you up.
What, winning lottery ticket?
Nah, nothing like that. But listen, take a walk down to the accountant's office. You'll see what I mean.
Didn't he quit a few weeks ago?
Yeah, he did, but his successor's in, and it isn't a him. As a matter of fact, I think you're going to find her very interesting.
Why, are you interested in her?
Me? Are you kidding? I'm overweight and over the hill. She wouldn't look at me twice. But you, aha, I think she's right up your alley.
Oh, and you know this just by looking at her. How do you know she's not married?
No, I already checked it out. No rings.
Boyfriend.
Oh, come on. You're always making excuses. You're always looking for an out.
Okay. I'll take a walk down.
All right.
Hi, I'm Rick. I'm a salesman here. Well, for a few months.
Hi. My name is Bonnie, and this is my second day.
Oh. You've been... Sorry. Have you been an accountant for long?
Since I got out of school.
Oh, so this job's a perfect fit.
Well, not really. Actually, there are a lot of things that are different than anything I've ever done before. I really think I might have bitten off more than I can chew this time. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm telling you that.
Don't worry, that's just your mind trying to defeat you. I go through it all the time. Well, I just wanted to welcome you here and wish you good luck.
Thanks. That was really nice of you.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rick Williams. Is it possible to see the person who purchases boxes for your company?
Oh, I'm sorry. The purchasing agent doesn't see anyone without an appointment.
Okay. Is it possible to get his or her name so that I can call and make an appointment?
I'm sorry. We don't give out any names.
Thanks. Excuse me. Do you have a restroom I could use?
I'm sorry. The restroom facilities are for employees only.
I don't suppose you could get me a job quick. Oh, no. No. Hey! No! Come on! Don't stop now. Come on. Hi, I'm Rick Williams from Ace Box Company. I was wondering, what does your company make?
We make black hair care products.
Oh, would it be possible to see the person who purchases the boxes for the company?
I'll see if he's free. That would be the president of the company, Mr. William Price.
Oh, the president?
Yes, this is a small company and we all wear many hats here. Mr. Price, I have a man here, Mr. Ricky Williams from Ace Box, asking to see you. Sure, I'll tell him. Thank you. Mr. Price will be right out to see you.
Great, thanks. How you doing, Mr. Price? Rick Williams, Ace Box Company. Nice to meet you.
Likewise. When my receptionist called me, she said your name was Rick Williams. And to me, I thought you was a brother. I started this business 4 years ago, from the ground up. A lot of hard work, finding good locations, finding good people, and it hasn't been easy.
I'm sure it hasn't, and I'm sure that you're proud of all your efforts.
I am, but I'm disappointed in your business, your company. No, I have never seen no black salesman.
Well, I don't know. I've only been selling for a short time now.
But I think they're handing me some jive shit, and I don't want to do no business with you right now.
I guess you don't want to buy any boxes from me.
No.
How's it going?
Well, okay, I guess. I'm still here.
You have doubts?
Well, this job is pretty tough, and I still don't feel like I've figured it all out yet.
Is the job that difficult, or are you always insecure at new challenges?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, you've just summed up the situation in my job, a little bit of both. Would you like to go out?
Sure.
How's Saturday?
Yeah.
How about a picnic down by the water? Do you like Beavertail Point?
I love Beavertail Point. I like all the little shops in the center of town there, too.
Great, we'll do the shops in the afternoon and then have a picnic by the water and watch the sunset.
That sounds great.
Okay, what time should I pick you up?
Noon would be okay. Let me just give you some directions to my apartment, okay?
Do people really buy shit like this? Or do they just waste salespeople's time asking them stupid questions about the out of the ordinary things that they sell?
You're really sensitive about salespeople, aren't you?
I never thought about it until I started selling.
Do you like your work?
I'm not sure yet. Ed would prevent you from relaxing and enjoying the job by constantly turning the screws and keeping you under pressure. He doesn't support his salesman at all.
What do you mean?
His actions contradict his words. You know, he tells the salesman there's no limit to the potential you can earn. Just try and do it. But then he manipulates the compensation plan so that you never reach the carrot. His annual bonus is directly based on how much he keeps from us. Edward is an evil man. He reminds me of my father. He was a sick fuck, too. But enough about me. How are things with you? Do you like your job?
It's okay, I just wish that I could feel more confident at it, that's all.
You talk about confidence or the lack of it a lot. Have you always been that way?
It goes back a long way. I grew up as the only girl in an all-guy family. I have 5 brothers, a father, and my mom died when she was giving birth to me. Growing up in a family of all guys doesn't exactly give the girl the fondest childhood memories. I mean, my brothers always looked out for me and everything, but we just never had much in common. And as for my dad, well, he was just pretty much clueless. I mean, I think the only way we could have possibly connected is if I played pee-wee football, hockey, and Little League baseball. I mean, don't get me wrong, my dad is a nice guy. If you're a guy. I just never could live up to his expectations because his expectations were always male-oriented. As I got older, it just got worse and worse. In my early teens, when a girl needs her mom the most, he just wasn't there for me. I don't know, probably because he just didn't know he was supposed to be. I don't know. In some ways, I think he blames me somehow for my mom's death. Anyway, you wanted to know about my feelings of inadequacy. Well, there it is. It's really beautiful here. It's a great spot.
Yeah. After my parents died, my grandmother used to take me here all the time. It was kind of a special place for the two of us.
Uh-huh.
Here we go again.
Okay.
I don't know how long I can take this rejection.
All right.
I can hear it now. I'm sorry. Mr. Dickhead won't be able to see you.
Mr. Bagel will see you now. His office is the last door on your right.
Thanks.
What the fuck do you want?
My name is Rick Williams. I sell boxes. You want to buy some?
Maybe.
Can I sit?
Be my guest.
Oh, I'm here from Ace Box Company. This might not have been my best opening line to a new prospect, but I figured Vince wasn't exactly going out of his way to make me feel comfortable either. The way I was looking at it, either he was having fun with me or he was a prick looking to bust someone's balls. Not knowing which, I clowned with him a little until I learned that he was just having fun with me. Basically, that's it.
You want a drink? You look like you need one, kid.
Now?
Of course now. Want to get that door?
Sure. They let you drink at work?
Who's to say anything? I'm the manager. Besides, I drink vodka. They can't smell it. Salud.
Thanks. After a day like mine, I could use this.
That bad, huh?
Yeah, this business is a bitch. I mean,
No one will let you in to see them, so you can't sell them boxes. On top of that, I have a boss who's riding my ass like a mule because I'm not selling enough.
Well, why'd you get into it?
To help my grandmother out. I needed a job that was going to make money fast.
There's no easy way in life to make money, son.
Yeah, I guess so.
Guess so? You ought to know so. Do you have any Italian blood in you?
Yeah, my mom's side.
I'm all Italian. Your intelligence comes from your Italian blood. All those other nationalities, blood mixed in, screws everything up. That's where those naive notions about things being easy to come by come from. I'm 100% Italian. No inferior watered down blood and shit mixed in here. I'll tell you that right now. You know, I like you, kid. And I'm very seldom wrong about first impressions. I buy over $1 million in boxes every year. I've been buying from one company right along. They've been fucking me. Now my business is up for grabs. Smart businessmen would never tell you that, because they'd smell blood and take advantage of you. But you know, I like you, kid, and I trust you, and I want to help you and your grandmother out. So I'm going to fax you a list of all the items I use. You quote me, and then we'll get together from there.
Great, thanks. I won't let you down.
Where the fuck you think you're going? You haven't finished your drink yet. Besides, I'd like to hear more about your family in Italy.
Well, my grandfather's family is from Cassino, which is in southern Italy, right in the middle. This is how all sales calls should go. Unfortunately, this is the exception. Vince and I hit it off incredibly well. I don't know how much the Italian blood part helped my cause, but it definitely helped. We quoted his items and came in close enough to the supplier he hated that he gave us all of his business. This was a major turning point for me. Vince, in essence, became a customer for life at that instant. Sometimes this business is so hard, and then it's so easy, like in Vince's case. But, just so you don't get too headstrong and almighty, there are always calls like this next one that'll reestablish your feet on the ground. Our capabilities in corrugated are practically limitless. We have 3-color capacity, and we can glue any size box. Does your company use a variety of sizes of boxes?
We use predominantly small boxes.
Small boxes, right? Well, I'd love to give you a quote on a bid for your cartons when it might be appropriate.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll call you.
Okay, great.
You have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
That tastes really good. Where'd you learn how to cook?
My grandmother. She taught me everything I know.
She's pretty special to you, huh?
Yeah.
You're pretty special to me, too.
I'm glad you said that. I feel the same way. I'm really glad you came to work for Ace Box.
So am I.
Oh, Rick, could I please see you in the conference room?
Yeah, sure.
First, I want to say I'm embarrassed about what I'm going to say. I wish certain people in here would mind their own business. But I've been asked to speak to you about the new girl in accounting, Bonnie. The saying goes, don't shit where you eat. I personally don't care what people do on their own time, but certain people in here make it their business. So there, I've done my job. I told you.
Edward?
I can't say, but you can draw your own conclusions.
What if she's the one that's been hitting on me?
Nothing you can do about that, I guess.
Hi.
Hi.
I had a great time Saturday.
Yeah, so did I. It was a lot of fun.
You have time for a drink after work?
Sure. What'd you have in mind?
Well, I have to go to a turkey stuffing company with a display proposal. Yeah, turkey stuffing. But it's right in the city. It should be done like around 5:30. Do you want to meet at Davenport's?
Yeah, okay. 5:30 sounds good.
Okay. Should be done with the call by then.
Okay, great. Excuse me. You want to see something?
Sure.
I couldn't help but notice your visually oriented nature.
Now you've gone and done it. Now I have to go home and play with myself. In fact, why wait until tonight? Thanks, it was great.
What?
Thanks.
For what? You didn't.
Oh, yeah. You know the men's room is right next door to your office?
Come on, you didn't do that.
You're right, I didn't. I was just testing your sense of humor.
Get out of here.
Still on at Davenport's at 5:30?
All right, 5:30.
Well, what do you think?
I like it. I like it a lot. But don't you think that the shelves and compartments could be pitched back a little bit more?
Well, it's a personal preference, but we can make it however you want. If you tell me exactly what you want, I'll get you another sample.
I can't wait. This product's got to be in markets in a few weeks. Skip the sample, I don't have the time. Just redesign the upper part of the display so it tilts back 2 or 3 more degrees. I think that's all it needs. I'll give you an order to take with you to get it going.
Okay, 2 or 3 degrees? What do you think it should be, 5?
That'll do it, yeah. Go for 5.
Things are finally starting to click. If you throw enough shit at the wall, some of it's got to stick. I've got enough time to make one more cold call before I meet up with Bonnie. This day's been going my way so far. Who knows? Maybe my next new account is only a sales call away. So do you think we may be able to help you?
Yeah, with a no-interest loan. You asked, so I told you, right? I tell you, I'd kill me. Oh, gosh. Hey, it's a nice tie. You lose a bet? Oh, gosh, I tell you, I love this job. You know, you meet so many people in the course of a day, you know? Some of them you even like.
Of course, there's no way to predict the dead ends in the road. Even good, lucky days must
Got
end.
any free samples?
I should have quit while I was ahead. I won't be back here again.
How did things go at the turkey farm?
It's not a farm, it's a stuffing company. And it went fine. The guy placed an order for 10,000 displays.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
You've been doing pretty well lately, except for that stunt you pulled this afternoon. I do the sales report, so I can't help but notice how well you've been doing lately. You should be really proud of yourself. It's getting really easy for you, right?
No, not really. I mean, for every good thing that happens, like the stuffing company, I hit a dead end, like the last guy I called on today. This guy did not want a new box supplier. He wanted someone to just come in and sit down and listen to his stupid-ass jokes. I still can't get that hyena's laugh out of my head. Bad choice stopping there.
Not bad, huh?
That bad. Enough about my day. How was yours?
It was pretty good. Well, I think I'm finally catching on. It's a never-ending learning process, but I'm feeling more confident.
I had the strangest conversation with Ann today. She pulled me aside and warned me about fraternization. Specifically with you.
They have that rule?
Yeah, but I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Well, I can't take any chances. I really need my job.
No one's gonna know. We can keep it under wraps.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know how long secrets are kept around here. Rick, I don't know if you know how long I was on unemployment. I cannot go through that again. I think we should just cool it.
Why? We get along so great. You don't want to end it, do you?
We have to. I mean, there's no other choice. Besides, it just won't work out.
Please explain.
Well, I don't know about you, but I've been in a lot of relationships in my life, and they just don't work out.
Yeah, the bad ones don't.
Well, they don't all start out that way. I mean, you don't know they're bad until they end.
I've experienced a lot of ends.
Oh, and you know that this one's gonna be another bad one.
No, but they all look great from the beginning. It's just an exercise in futility.
Look, I've been through a lot of bumps in my life, too. But that doesn't mean that I've given up hope. We can get through this.
Can't we just be friends?
Okay. Okay. If that's the way you want it. We can still get together like this, though, right?
Sure. There's no harm in this. Just friends, right? Besides, you still have a girlfriend, don't you?
Yeah. The relationship is awful, though. It has been for a long time. I mean, we have nothing in common.
Why do you still go with Kathy? Her name is Kathy.
Yeah, Kathy.
So why do you stay with her? Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's just for the sex.
I don't know. Never really analyzed it. Maybe it is.
Men.
So, come in. Close the door. Have a seat. Rick, what I have to say to you is very difficult for me. You know I like you. After all, I hired you. I thought I saw greatness, but now I think it was a mirage. I'm really growing concerned. Your numbers just aren't cutting it.
But I've been
Please don't interrupt me. I hate it when people do that to me. If you can't improve your sales significantly in the next 6 months, I'm going to have to let you go.
I know it's important to you right now, but all your disappointments will just fade away when you meet the right girl. Oh, but that's the way it was when I met your grandfather.
But I have met the right girl, Grandma. She just doesn't know it yet.
Well, everything will work out eventually. And you can't beat fate. But enough of this talk about girls. How's the job doing? I'm sure they're going to be promoting you.
Actually, I had a talk with my boss today. Well, he did most of the talking. I think he'd rather fire me than promote me.
Oh, Ricky. Really, if you're unhappy, maybe you should leave. You know, life is too short.
No, I have to stick it out, Grandma. It'll be worth it in the end. You'll see what I mean.
Okay. Be all right.
Hi. Is it possible to see Mr. Price?
I'll check. Mr. Price, it's that Ricky Williams again. Okay. He'll be right out.
Thanks. Hi, Mr. Price.
You know, the last time you was here, I was thinking of something to ask you.
Uh-huh.
How many brothers and sisters do you have working in your office?
None. I don't think any.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have working in your factory?
I don't know. I don't get out there much.
I think this is bullshit, and you better get out of my face.
I see we have a change of clothes today. Job must be paying off pretty well.
Fuck you. Actually, it's not. I mean, on a professional level, I'm barely making my minimums. My boss is busting my balls, constantly reminding me about it. I don't know. And on a personal level, the girl that I have, I don't want. The girl that I want, I can't have. Other than that, everything's going great.
I don't see what the hell you're complaining about. I mean, if you remember, we spent the same 4 years, the same school. And, you know, the best job I can get is manager at Pizza Pal. I don't know, so I just keep on interviewing in the off chance that maybe somebody can rescue me from pizza purgatory.
These prices are quite competitive.
We can do business.
Great, great. That's great.
Tell me something. Does your company give you an expense account?
Yeah, actually they do.
How about if we go to lunch someday?
How about today, if you're free? It's about 11:30 now.
Fine with me. I have a stop that I have to make if it's okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Are you sure you don't mind stopping here?
No, not at all.
I just have to make a deposit.
All right.
Do you mind making one more stop?
No.
I have to pick up a pair of shoes at the cobbler's.
No problem.
I'm hungry, are you?
Yeah,
How about going to the Mediterranean on the hill?
sure thing. Would you gentlemen like a cocktail?
I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, I'll have one.
By the way, do you read porn magazines?
I catch an occasional issue every once in a while.
I love naked women. I mean, I love looking at them.
Yeah, don't we all?
Oh, I really love them. I can't get enough. I'm at the newsstand every month. I've got quite a collection.
Well, what about your wife? And would you care to order?
No, not yet. We'll let you know.
Fine.
Of course, my wife doesn't know. I keep them in boxes in my basement. She never looks down there.
Yes.
Could I have more Tabasco sauce in this drink?
Sure. I'll be right back.
My wife thinks the basement is a man's thing, so no problem.
And would you care to order at this time?
No, not yet.
Yes.
Could I please have some Worcestershire sauce in this drink?
Right away.
Do you have any porn magazines?
I might have a few laying around.
Well, if you ever get sick of them, you know who you can give them to.
Dave became a big customer. No pun intended. So, you learn to bite your tongue, rather than bite the hand that feeds you. Yes?
Could I please have some more horseradish in this drink?
Okay.
You think you can get some magazines for me?
I think you're gonna get yourself. I can work on it. He's amusing as hell. As long as you don't take him too seriously. Now all I've got to do is get him some porn magazines to really make him happy. Hey, how have you been?
Okay, I've been busy.
You have time to go out for a drink after work?
Rick, I'd love to, but you know the rules.
What rules? There are no rules. That's just that prick Edward micromanaging his domain.
Edward?
Yeah, I checked into it. The company doesn't have any fraternization rules. That's Edward making up the rules as he goes along. What? What's wrong? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, it's just crazy.
What is?
Edward's been hitting on me since I was hired.
Son of a bitch. Have you gone out with him?
No, of course not. I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, he comes on strong, he backs away. I'm just afraid of what's going to happen if he keeps pressuring me like this. I told you I really need this job.
How have you been stalling him?
Well, I keep reminding him that he's got a wife and kids and that I'm 20 years younger than he is. He just will not give up. I mean, Like I don't have enough to worry about.
Bastard. You know, it's not bad enough that he has to steal from his salesman, but now he has to interfere with our personal lives?
Teddy, when are you going to plant the flowers?
Well, I'll try to do them this weekend.
This weekend? You've been saying that for the last couple of weeks now. Why don't you do them after work?
I'm too tired after work. I'll try to do them this weekend.
You should be playing with your son on weekends. You do remember your son, your neglected son who needs attention?
He's got friends.
You couldn't be any more useless if you tried. Oh, Teddy, you drive me crazy.
Well, gotta go to work. I've got a big sales meeting to run this morning. Business is off.
I couldn't care less.
Dad, can I have my stealth bomber back?
No. You know you're being punished. Now get ready for school.
No, I won't. I want my stealth bomber back.
Get lost. I gotta go to work.
I want my stealth bomber now.
Oh, I gotta go to work.
I want my stealth bomber now.
Get away from the car. I have to go.
I won't get off till you give me my stealth bomber back.
Get off the car now.
I won't get off till you give me back my stealth bomber.
Get the hell off the car.
I'm not letting go.
Get off the car, goddammit. You're gonna make me late for work.
I want my stealth bomber.
Get off the goddamn car. What's the matter with you? Get off the car, for God's sakes. I gotta go to work.
Give me back my stealth bomber.
Get off
Give
the
me
damn
back
car.
my stealth bomber.
Get the hell off the car, damn it.
Everybody doing something.
No, get off the car. Crazy kid. Get off the goddamn car.
I hate you, Daddy. You're like Daddy.
What you doing? Get off the car. Get off the car. He won't get off the goddamn car. And I'm gonna be late for work.
What the hell are you doing? What is the neighbors gonna think? You are such an incredible asshole. Get my son out of those bushes. Okay, honey. Dad won't give me my stealth bomber back. It's okay. After school, I'll take you to the store and I'll buy you a whole squadron of stealth bombers on Daddy's credit card. Thanks, Mom. Asshole.
I suspect that some of you won't be here next Monday. I need tough salesmen who can get the job done. I'm greatly disappointed in all of you. Because of you, we've had to lay some plant people off. You're just not bringing in enough business. That's the bottom line.
Come on, with all due respect, Edward, we're slow because we raised our prices higher than our competitors last year. Our customers have been trying to tell us that for months, yet you said, oh, it's okay, they don't mind. They'll buy from us, they'll pay more because we're worth it. Well, this shows that they're not paying us more. Look, a box is a box, and they'll buy them from elsewhere if they can get a better deal.
You don't know anything. Shut up, Bob. You better ask yourself right now whether you want to be here. I need team players, not malcontents.
Hey, don't shoot. I'm just the messenger. I'm out there every day, and I'm just reporting on what I see.
Shut up. You don't know anything. Just listen to me. Forget all this pricing crap. Just get business.
And pricing has nothing to do with getting business.
That's enough. I don't want to hear another word out of you, or you'll find yourself on the unemployment line tomorrow morning. Frank, what about you?
Well, I'm much better in person, but I could spend more time on the phone.
Lester, what's going on with you? I thought if you could peel off a little petty cash, I'd get some bran muffins. People like that. Maybe good for them, too. Well, maybe they prefer chocolate chip. Rick, what's going on with you?
Well, Edward had such a way of endearing himself to us all. It was times like this that allowed him to exhibit what he was really made of. He was self-centered, self-serving, with a total lack of interpersonal skills. Aside from that, he was a great manager. He fancied himself as an expert in selling. I only wish he had to earn his living by selling. I get such satisfaction out of watching him starve.
Next week, so I think that he might be able to get some inway with them.
I don't want to hear any more excuses from you disappointing individuals. I only want results or your resignations. Now, get out of here and earn your keep.
Heard about your ass chewing?
Good news sure travels fast.
Well, we didn't have to try too hard. Edward's loud voice carried right down the hallway.
Yeah, he was pretty riled up. Well, Bob crawled up his ass, which only fueled the situation more. He threatened to fire us all.
Oh, don't consider that a blind threat.
Why?
Well, he has a habit of firing rookies.
Why didn't anyone tell me that?
We didn't want to worry you.
Who's we?
Bob and I. We talked about it when you got hired. He thought you'd make it, so we didn't think there was any need to worry.
Well, how many rookies has Edward fired?
Too many. One every year and a half, but that's only in the last 10 years.
Oh, well, then I feel great. That's a great average.
He won't fire you. You're the best of the whole lot. You've opened more large accounts than anyone, rookie or veteran. Hey, Bob, hasn't Rick here outperformed any of his predecessors?
Oh, you sure have. It means job security.
You're that sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'll explain. You know, I was at corporate last week for that training seminar. I had a lot of time to spend with Edward's boss. We had dinner after the training session. It seems that Edward is taking credit for some of the new accounts you opened.
He what?
No, don't worry about it. It's just taking credit for 3 of them. Of course, they happen to be the 3 largest.
What's he trying to prove?
Oh, very simple. What he's trying to prove is that you get a lower rate of commission on what you sell on those accounts, and he gets a hefty bonus at year's end. It's easy stealing.
He had nothing to do with those accounts. How could he do this?
He's been doing it for years, as long as I've known him. Let's face it, Edward's boss is not going to question him, and Edward's boss is certainly not going to discuss particulars with you, even if he has the chance to meet you. It's easy stealing.
That lowlife, thieving piece of shit.
Rich piece of shit. God, I hope he dies before I do, so I can piss on his grave.
Hey, Nick, you got a minute?
A minute? You think I got a minute? I got orders piled up, and I got in 6 o'clock this morning, tried to get a jump on the day. 2 weeks ago, I came back from vacation. I'm so pissed off. Bastards, nobody helped me out. Nobody took... You know what they did? They just left. They just piled the shit up on my desk. I'm so pissed off. I can't stand... You know, Edward, he gives me this margin improvement bullshit, okay? This project. Oh, big deal. He needs it done right away. So, I bust my ass. Do you think I get a thanks? No. You know, that's when I had my stroke, okay? You think he'd even send me a card? Oh, prick. No card, no calls, nothing. The bastard. So anyway, he thinks I'm just gonna let this shit just pile up and the pressure's gonna be on me and I'm gonna work. Fuck him. I'm not doing this shit. And then, you know, I got like, yes, the memos. I got like 5 memos there.
Yeah, I left you one yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. Along with the others. There's like calls, pissed off customers, orders are looking for. You know, and the people around here, you think that they would help. No, you know, common courtesy doesn't mean shit anymore. You know, whenever people were out, I used to help them. Fuck them. I'm not helping anybody anymore. I've had it. Because, you know, I can't believe, no, let me tell you. There's got to be like 6 pigs, but the order.
No, you know what, Nick? That's okay. I'll do it myself.
Wait.
I don't think it even occurred to Nick that he spent more time telling me why he couldn't help me than if he had just helped me. Bob told me that it's easier to sell boxes to strangers than to get help from your own people. Bob was right again. My luck just keeps getting worse. out screwing me, trying to screw the girl I'm nuts about, and she's trying to avoid me. Could things get any more fucked up than they are now? You bet they can. My customer, Dave, made such a fuss about skin magazines that I figured it would probably be in my best interest to pick him up a few. They put all these magazines in plastic wrap because the girls on the cover always look better than the girls on the inside. Girls on the inside are chicks you wouldn't want to meet unless, of course, you're Dave. Hi, Sue, it's Rick. Can I speak to Ann?
Hold on, I think she's in with Edward. Hi, Rick. What can I do for you?
Well, I locked myself out of the car. Could you please check and see if there's a spare set of keys for my car?
I have spare keys for all the cars.
Could someone bring them to me?
Sure. Where are you?
I'm on the side of the road about a half-mile south of the junctions of routes 2 and 4. Yeah, well, there's a telephone booth right near my car.
Any other landmarks?
No, only the phone booth, but I'll be right here waiting.
Edward is leaving soon for lunch. I'll see if he can bring the keys to you.
No! Don't ask him. Could you bring them instead? Hello?
Hi, Rick. You have a message from Mr. Simpson at Turkey Stuffing Company. He says it's urgent.
Okay, I'm not far from there. I'll be there in about 15 minutes. Okay? All right, thanks. Bye. Mr. Simpson, what's wrong?
I told you 2 or 3 degrees.
Well, you changed it to 5, I thought.
Okay, so it was 5 degrees, but not forward. I thought you people were professionals. What kind of an asshole would design something like this? All I know is your people are responsible, and I've got 10,000 displays due in supermarkets next week. So I suggest you figure something out, and fast.
Okay, it's packed, right? Watch.
I guess we really fucked that one up for you, didn't we?
Yeah, but you also saved my ass by getting the replacement in by this weekend, so...
Least we could do. Nothing that 2 shifts of overtime couldn't fix.
Rick, call for you. Our retirement center. It sounds important.
Okay, I'll take it in the sales office. Thanks. I'll be right back. Hello?
Is this Rick Williams?
Yes, I'm Rick.
Rick, I'm very sorry to tell you, your grandmother's condition has become quite critical.
I didn't realize it was so serious. I just saw her the other day. All right, I'll be right over. Thank you. Bye. Hello?
Rick, it's Tony from ACETO's company. It sounds important.
Okay, put it through. Hello?
Rick, it's Tony. I need to see you right now.
Well, what's wrong?
The owner and one of his partners are here, and they don't like the way your box is running. Well, I think it's our machine that's at fault. They're blaming the box.
All right, I'll be right there.
Any luck yet?
Does this look right? Take a look at this. It looks a little bit loose.
No, that doesn't look normal. Jim, take a look at this.
The rail's out of adjustment. I didn't see that before. So you guys are all set then?
I guess so. Could you please stay and watch it run just in case?
Okay. Well, it looks all right to me.
I think we're all set. Thanks for responding so quickly. All of us really appreciate it.
No problem. Hi, my name is Rick Williams. I'm here to see my grandmother.
Rick, I'm sorry. Your grandmother passed away a half hour ago.
How did you know I'd be here?
I knew it's a special spot for you and your grandma, and I just took a shot.
Thanks for coming.
It was the least I could do.
You want to go somewhere and talk?
Sure. Come on. Would I be out of line in asking you where Kathy is? Would you like to let her know?
No. Can we get a few more minutes?
Okay.
Thanks. We got in a fight this morning and she decided to stay home. Well, actually, I told her to stay home. She got pissed at the way I was mourning my grandmother's death. Everything is black and white to her. You know, my grandmother was old, so she had to go. I mean, everyone has to die sometime, she said. She just didn't get it. She didn't understand how important my grandmother was to me. I mean, my grandmother raised me. You know, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
When I don't understand, I mean, what about your parents?
My parents. My parents were... My father drank. My parents should have never gotten married. My father drank. My mother loathed every part of her life. They hated each other. So when I was born, it was just another burden in their already miserable lives. One night when I was 11, my father and mother went out drinking. And my father, drunk as usual, drove the car off the road. They both died in a crash. I guess I'll always be angry at them. I mean, they abandoned me in life. They abandoned me in death. So my grandmother took me in and tried to make up for my parents' shortcomings. And she more than made up. She gave me the love and understanding that my parents never did. She really loved me. My grandfather died a few years ago and she lost their house trying to pay for the medical bills. She had to go into a retirement home. She was fiercely independent. Hated it at the home. Not that she would ever let me know that, but I knew. I took this damn job so that she wouldn't have to be in that situation, so that I could get her back in her own place. Now it's too late. She'll never know what I was planning, how I felt.
Oh, I'm sure she knew.
Hi, I'm Dennis Parker. How are you?
Good.
Sit down a second.
I was scanning a manufacturer's directory and came across your company name. Do you buy a variety of box sizes?
Do I? You bet I do. There, you see this item here? $500,000 a year. Just this one item.
Well, are you happy with the company that you're using now?
Oh, yeah, we are very much. But, hey, listen, that doesn't mean to say that we wouldn't be looking at somebody else. You know, we're always looking for new ideas, new quality, services, and whatnot. Look, let me tell you something about the company. We started 18 years ago now. So my son tells his wrestling coach, either play me or I'm going to quit. And the coach is going to let him quit. Hey, listen, here's a kid that went to 6th.
This is the intolerable part of selling. Listening to people ramble on about stuff you could give a good shit about. And looking like you care.
How do you let a kid like that just walk off the team? And he's a good kid, I gotta tell you. You know, my oldest kid, that's the one. That's the problem child, okay? Here's a kid, doesn't have a job. Doesn't have a job. He's already moving into an apartment with some kind of a bimbo, all right? Now I say to the kid, hey, listen, you want to move in? That's fine. But get a job. I mean, how can you just move in? What I can tell you, but once
I really have to get going, but can I leave you some literature?
Oh, sure.
And, you take a look at
I'll read it when I get a chance.
All right.
I'm so busy here, you have no idea. But anyway, just tell me about my fourth board. Now, he's the nicest kid in the whole family, all right? This kid has always been... Hey, listen, you forgot the wrestling schedule, Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's okay, I got your card. I'll give you a call, okay? But Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best time to come.
Hi, is Mr. Price in? I have something exciting to show him.
I'll check. Mr. Price, are you available to see Ricky Williams? He says he has something exciting to show you. Okay.
Don't you know when you're not wanted? But Mr. Price, look at the print quality on this. Would you be interested in something like this?
Damn it. Even the box is white. You better get to stepping.
You gentlemen have to get on the bandwagon. If you don't, I'm leaving you behind. Now, one of you have developed a potential customer for pre-printed boxes. You know corporate's position. You have to sell them.
Edward, we've been trying, but no one can justify the expense, let alone the massive commitment up front. To expect a client to invest $500,000 on one box size is a daunting task.
The daunting task is you in the unemployment office asking for benefits. But the president of ACE wants high-volume, pre-printed cartons. He's put up a mill to print the paper, and your dead asses are going to sell it. Now, I'm asking you again. Do you have any potential customers for pre-print?
I think I can sell ICTs to pre-printed boxes.
Are you trying to blow smoke up my ass?
No. ICTs buys $2 million a year in boxes. I just have to convince them to go from printing with one color to 4.
Good. We'll get working on it. And the rest of you sorry asses had better start rethinking whether you should be working for this progressive, innovative company. Deadheads will be replaced.
Do you really think you can talk ICTs into it?
I don't know, I just had to say something just to kill the silence. I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, but now your ass is on the line. That asshole is going to expect you to come through. Do you know that this company has invested millions into the mill for this preprint? And of course, there's not enough business out there to support it, so they're coming down hard on the salesman. They're blaming us for their miscalculation. You see, it's all our fault. That son of a bitch threatening me with the unemployment line. Christ, he couldn't sell a life jacket to a drowning man. Because, I'm afraid that now you're going to become his whipping boy if you don't come through with that ICT project.
Oh, I'm already on his list. He's just getting at me at different ways.
What other ways?
I've had an interest in Bonnie since she started working here. Well, I got a talking to about fraternization in the office.
There's no fraternization rule here.
I know. It's Edward making up the fucking rules as he goes along. Yeah, the interesting thing is, though, he's been trying to put the moves on her, too.
Jesus, that son of a bitch, I can't take it anymore. I am so sick of him fucking around with our lives. I'd give anything to sabotage his life. Oh, Jesus, it's a fantasy I've been harboring for I don't know how long. It would be such sweet revenge.
Yeah, well, it's a nice thought, but I have to go sell ICTs $1 million or more worth of boxes now in preprint. In fact, I'm going to go pitch it to them now.
Hey, asshole, wake up! Guys like you should take the bus.
Another valuable lesson in life. Look before you leap. Thank God Dennis Parker wasn't anyone I had any hopes of doing business with, because I just lost that chance.
I think this will be a go.
That's terrific, Edward. Did you have this in mind when you landed ICTs?
It was in the back of my mind. I was only recently able to pitch the idea to them. I think they'll go for it.
I certainly hope you do sell them. Close the deal this quarter and you'll receive the bonus that the president has offered to general managers who sell preprint. You're the only manager in our region that personally has an account the size of ICT's, so you're eligible. Who do you have servicing ICT's?
I assigned Rick.
Don't lose sight of the bigger picture here. My upcoming promotion leaves my job vacant. You look pretty good sitting behind my desk. Selling preprint to ICT's couldn't hurt your chances.
That's what I'm gunning for.
Don't let that deadline slip by. We had a meeting at corporate last week. The topic of extending the deadline came up and it was nixed. So it's only a month away.
I'll sell the program before the deadline.
I was very sorry to hear of your grandmother's passing.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Did she die the day you were here trying to pacify the owners over the problem you were having?
Yeah, that was the day. Actually, it was almost to the hour.
I appreciated your being here that day. I really needed the quick response. But then, that's why I'm doing business with you. Conscientious people are hard to find.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I appreciate it.
Don't mention it. Now, what was this exciting news you wanted to tell me?
Our company is now manufacturing pre-printed boxes. The process entails printing the paper before the boxes are actually made. Now, the benefit to this is that we can print up to 6 colors, which gives you a box that looks like a photograph. This is the only way that it can be done.
What's the catch?
Well, the catch is it costs a little bit more, and we need you to commit to at least $500,000 worth of paper. Well, because they need to print up trailer loads of it in order to make economical sense.
Oh, I'm afraid this couldn't be done.
Why not? Your company buys at least $500,000 of boxes a year, don't they?
Easily. Actually, I spend about $2 million on boxes per year, split between you and Brand X. If we did go the pre-printed route, I could commit all my boxes to you easily, qualifying for the $500,000 paper run. My problem is with us. ICT's is on shaky ground.
It is?
This isn't public knowledge, but one of the owners is going through a nasty divorce. His wife is taking him to the cleaners, with a double rinse thrown in. His partners in this business aren't anxious to run the company with her calling the shots, so now everyone's fighting. And to complicate matters, we're getting our asses kicked in the marketplace by Awesome Beverages, which is owned by food giant Major Brands. Major Brands has deep pockets, and they're outspending us on advertising. Our marketing share has been declining the past 8 months.
Well, these pre-printed boxes may be the marketing boost that you need. Look, I'll tell you what. We'll draw up the artwork on spec. You'll have no obligation to buy, but just in case they do decide to go with the pre-printed boxes, you'll have the artwork and we'll be ready to go.
Okay, you sold me. But I don't think I can sell the owners, not with the way they're fighting.
Look, no problem. I'll have the artwork done in a week. This way, if they decide to go with it, we're ready. I like that one. I'm wondering if you can incorporate the mountains from this one into that one.
Yeah, we can do that. I think, give me about a week.
At the donut shop, so she's there by the stand. Pepper spray.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes?
Hi, my name is Rick Williams. I'm with Ace Box Company. I was wondering, who's in charge of purchasing your boxes?
I am. Come to my office. And get 30 mpg. But my apple and toe, she's a real live horse to me. So giddy up, saddle up, order me another cup of decaf latte, Mike. I'm home on the range like...
Sorry I couldn't help you, but as I told you, I buy all my boxes from a lifelong friend. But it was nice talking to you.
Likewise.
Now, there's a farmer down the street. He uses a lot of boxes. Ask for John. Tell him I sent you.
All right, thanks for the lead. Self-preservation tells me that if there's any chance that his friend listens to the same radio station, you might be seeing me on the evening news holding hostages on the farm. Yeah, right. I'll go visit his friend, and I'm sure Bonnie would love to visit me in prison.
These look terrific. I'm really pleased with them. I showed them to the owners this morning and they also liked them. Unfortunately, they danced around any commitments because of what's going on behind the scenes. Like, I don't know what's happening. They told me to thank you for your effort and they'll be getting back to us if they decide to proceed.
Well, that's just what we expected, and that's okay. If and when they should decide to go with it, we're ready.
Hey, that's great-looking artwork.
Yeah.
Has ICT seen it?
Yeah, they saw it this morning.
Well?
They liked it.
And?
They're thinking about it.
What's there to think about? Just close the deal. You've taken it this far, take it all the way. I expect an order from you soon.
But...
Well, no buts, just results.
But...
Call them again.
I just talked to them this morning, though.
All the more reason to call them again. I'm going back to my office. Let me know.
Hi, Tony, please. Hi, Tony, it's me. Yeah, look, I'm really sorry to bother you again, but my boss is really on my back about this. Is there any chance that you guys might order those pre-printed boxes?
There's a chance. If the partners work out their differences, you'll no doubt see an order.
Great. That's all I needed to hear. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, bye.
Come in. Close the door. Have you got the order?
No.
But you will, right?
Yes, she said it was coming.
Have you told her how much she has to commit to?
Yeah, I covered it with her this morning. The order comes to $750,000.
Great. Because I'm forwarding the artwork to the mill tonight.
Why?
Just to get the wheels rolling.
Well, what's the rush?
Well, I want to give them all the time they need, to prevent errors by giving them additional time. But the order is coming, right?
Yeah.
Hi, how are you today?
Fine, and you?
Better than great. I've got the pre-print order for ICTs, and I'm overnighting it to the mill tonight.
Congratulations. And you made the deadline for the bonus. I was starting to doubt that you'd make it. It's been weeks since we talked.
You know the old saying, good things are worth waiting for.
What's the due date on the finished boxes?
We've got time. Adequate time not to have to rush things. I'll have the printed paper rolls in with time to spare.
Great. You're going to be a shoo-in for my job when I get kicked upstairs. I've got to run. Congratulations again.
Thanks. Bye.
Gentlemen, can I get you a drink?
I'll have a Bloody Mary.
Oh, that sounds good. I'll have to see. I'll be right back.
Did I ever tell you about the woman I was seeing in Saigon during the war?
No, I didn't know you were in Vietnam.
Oh, yeah. I met and dated the most beautiful woman you ever laid eyes on. She was crazy about me, and she had the most perfect tits. She would do anything for me. I bet I could have even sodomized her. She loved oral sex. She used to go down on me and slurp, slurp. She loved it. She claimed that the protein in the sperm was good for her complexion. She did have a great complexion.
Really?
Hello?
Cox?
Oh, hi, how are you?
How long's it been since you sent the order out for ICT rolls of paper?
Around 3 or 4 weeks. The order actually should be finished by now.
Then you haven't read the Wall Street Journal this morning.
No, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, let me save you some time by reading an article to you. Awesome Beverage, a division of Major Brands, has announced that they have purchased ICT's company. The 3-week negotiations between the companies was concluded yesterday. The ICT's name will cease to exist as the plant will be converted to the running of the Awesome Beverage line of products. What's this all about? You did get a purchase order from them, didn't you?
No, but Rick told me it was coming.
I thought this was your account.
It is. I have Rick handling the routine things.
I do not consider $750,000 worth of paper-printed ICTs routine. ICTs is dead, and so are you.
Let me look into this matter.
You better have a good explanation.
I'll get right back to you. Bye. Hello? Phil Kane, please.
Hold, please.
Okay, I'll hold. Hello, Phil?
Yes.
Hi, this is Edward Cox.
How you doing?
Can you give me a status on my order for ICTs?
It's already run.
Oh, shit! It's all run? Oh, fuck!
Is there a problem?
No, never mind. When was it shipped?
A few days ago.
Oh, shit! Okay, bye.
I have that proposal for you. I can fax it.
Where the hell is the ICT's order?
I'm still waiting for it. They said that they'd mail it when it was ready.
Ready? I've got $750,000 in paper headed here by rail.
I told you, I'm still waiting for them to decide.
You'll answer for this.
What did I do?
Good morning, Rick.
Good morning, Ann. Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Yeah. You know, this poetic justice thing is nice. Although Edward's chair is kind of uncomfortable. The hell, I'm the general manager now. I'll just buy a new one.
I was so glad to hear you got that job.
Thanks. You know, I never thought I'd see the day.
What's Edward doing now, anyway?
I saw him yesterday. He was driving down the street. He's got a new job.
What is it?
And 2 Italian sausages to 19 Elm Street. Okay?
Gotcha.
The only thing he can fuck up now is mushrooms and pepperoni or sausage and onions. Well, at least we won't have him to deal with anymore. Good riddance.
Yeah, amen.
Hey, there is one thing, though, I want to know. Mm-hmm. Did you know that ICTs wasn't going to be putting in that order? Get going, huh? You got boxes to sell, huh?
Sure do.
Hey, wait a minute. Before you go, why don't you stop in at accounting and take care of some unfinished business? I've decided to do away with the non-fraternization policy.
Thanks, boss. So, can you believe he's gone?
Woohoo!
So this is how happiness and success manifested itself in my life. The corporation showed great wisdom in promoting Bob into Edward's position. You couldn't find a happier group of employees than we who worked for him. A few years later, Bob took an early retirement. He's kicking back in the Caribbean last time we spoke, but he's only a phone call away whenever I need his advice. I still see a few of my old and favorite accounts. I did finally sell Billy Price a beautiful black box, with a little help from our new salesman I hired. And in the case of some customers, well, some things just never change. Edward is doing okay too. Of course, he had to go through a shaky probation period of wrong pizzas to wrong houses. His job is finally secure. Oh, and as for Bonnie, well, things didn't work out between us just like she said. But she did marry a great guy, and they now have a beautiful son. And my grandmother's prediction of my being promoted turned out to be prophetic. I was promoted to Vice President of North American Operations by my father-in-law. Yeah, you heard right. Meet my wife, Erin. She's not only the most wonderful person I've ever met, but she's crazy about me. And this is little Ricky. He's got the same childhood fascination with boxes as other kids. I think he may make a good salesman someday.
watching posts at the donut shop, so I'll meet you there by 10. I'll pepper spray them punks on Main if they flip me off again. She may run on unleaded and get 30 mpg, but my dappled pinto, she's a real live horse to me. So giddy up, saddle up, order me another cup of decaf latte, Mike. I'm home on the range like you never seen. Suck it up, pack it in, time to hit the road again. Loose cut cotton jeans. We may be Yankees, but we're cowboys tonight. It's hard to run the roundup since they put the highway through. When I lost my unemployment, well, my heart plumb broke in two. She may not pass inspection, and she might be up on blocks, but my rusty Pinto, she's the only horse I got. So hit me up, hook her up, turn your head and cough, another weekend has arrived. Street lights are glowing like the harvest moon. Close your eyes, make a wish, order me some fish and chips. This Friday came on soon. We may be Yankees, but we're cowboys. We may be Yankees, but we're cowboys. We may be Yankees, but we're cowboys tonight.